Welcome to Life Lessons in Bon Jovi songs. So I have very little time. I just finished filming for Yoga and Wartime, and it was just so bad that I just threw everything out and just made a little video like my I fucked up video, and I have to go in like 15 minutes or something, so I don't have time to get everything in order. So usually I have here books here, and I have the album here. Now I don't have the album. I don't have books. I don't even know what the next song is going to be. I think it's going to be Get Ready. I think that's the... Oh, I have it here. I have information. Come Back. It's going to be Come Back. So, it's just going to have to do. And totally not doing justice to the song. So, Life Lessons in Bon Jovi songs, we started at the beginning with the very first album. And this is the seventh song. Burning for Love is the seventh song from the first album. And, and it's, I think that watching this song, Burning for Love, being performed live, Tokyo 1985, I will give you the link here below. I think that is kind of like why the filming of Yoga and Wartime went bad. It is kind of like why now I know I'm underperforming. It's kind of, this song, Burning for Love, filmed in 1985 in Tokyo, but I'm sure it was like the whole concert in Tokyo. I'm sure it would be most concerts from Bon Jovi would convince me that I'm just so underperforming. If you go to the link in the description box of Burning for Love, performed live 1985 Tokyo, it has an a cappella intro, and this time it's not from a different song, like not an Elvis song or anything. It's just a variation to the chorus of Burning for Love itself. So it has an a cappella intro. Then Burning for Love gets played and it's really loud and it's great and it really rocks. And then the end has another performance. So the final 2-3 minutes of that like 7-minute video, the final 2-3 minutes are, they just let the music die. It just cuts off. Richie and John are like looking at each other. They're kind of like playing like, okay, what is this? Have we really killed the song? At one point I thought he had forgotten the lyrics. I was like, what's this? And then you get kind of like a play between the drummer, Tico Torres, and the audience, and then John moves from the drummer, from Tico Torres, to the audience, back and forth. So he lets the roaring of the audience and the playing of the drums talk to each other. He gets the drums and the audience to interact. So it becomes this great performance, this play. And meanwhile, Alec John Such, the bassist, and Richie Sambora are both on, like, I think a high rise, is that the right word? They're both on a high rise. They're standing there and they have their fists in the air. They have very theatrical setup of the stage at that moment. It's such an intense performance, and I'm going to read something about Burning for Love in a minute, which acknowledges this, but I haven't written it. It's from a journalist. I will read it in a minute. But it was really watching that video in preparation of creating this, of getting my head around it and making a story, that I just realized what is a great performance. you know, what is giving it all, and what is giving something extra. And I was like, okay, the life lesson from Burning for Love is, are you making your a cappella intro to a song? Are you having a 3-minute outro with theater where you make the audience, your audience, interact with your drummer? Are you setting up the stage with 2 high rises with your, you know, your 2 besties or your wingman? Are you using the stage even? Are you using the, you know, the entire dimensions of the stage of your life? Are you taking the stage? Are you interacting with the people who are in front of you? So I knew what the life lesson was, and this is the life lesson I'm telling you now. And because I just kind of like failed at my yoga in wartime video, I can also tell you what the downside is of knowing this life lesson. It is that you become very aware when you are not delivering that. You're setting the bar high, and that means that from now on, doing it is not good enough. You know, it will eat at you. You will know that you're underperforming. So it's a life lesson, but it's one that comes at a price. It comes at the price of knowing that you're slacking, knowing that you cannot just stick something off your list like, oh, I made my yoga in wartime video. No, knowing that you're just gonna end up, you know, like me, grumpy, and knowing that you failed because you now know how high the bar should be set. So I have no idea if you want to know this. I have no idea if you want to learn this life lesson, that there's always an a cappella intro to be added, that there's always a 3-minute theater to be added, that there's always even on a metaphorical level, there is always a stage for your friends, a place. There's a way to, I don't know, I'm struggling with the English word, but there's a way to, to place them somewhere in your life where they can be viewed better and where they have a more important role in your life and where they're more honored. So I was really happy with this life lesson. I was very happy with finding this great recording from 1985, and I was like, yeah, what a powerful lesson, at least for me, to realize that that's up to you. It's up to me to get that level up there, because that's not where society judges you. Society judges you if you're productive, if you're kind of like on your average grade level, ticking all the boxes, making as much money as possible, being as productive as possible, or being of service to as many people as possible. It's kind of like that's where you're usually that's where we are measured. And that show in Tokyo and that song Burning for Love, it really shows, like, if you want that, you have to go for it. And so yeah, I thought it was very inspiring. Now I'm going to read something from I haven't talked about this, but this is really my most important document for preparing this series. It's you can find the link in the description box. It's called All 334 Bon Jovi Songs Ranked Worst to Best. It is from April 23rd, 2018 by Anthony Kuzminski. So this is really my main document for this series. And with Burning for Love, which is at 132, which is pretty high up considering it has 334 songs. So, Burning for Love. This Zambora co-write embraces big harmonies, fast rhythm, and furious guitar work, recalling a much different time. What I miss most with the current state of Bon Jovi is a sense of drama. There were better bands and better songwriters, but few coalesced in a way that took your breath away. Bon Jovi was a gift to every band they opened for during this time. So this is really what what it is all about, what Burning for Love is all about, but also what the life lessons is all about. There were better bands and better songwriters, but few coalesced in a way that took your breath away. So it's not about the individual things you can do. It's not just about the songwriting. It's not just about how good your band is. It's about how well you put everything together. It's about going the extra mile. It's about adding that extra a cappella intro, and it's about adding that extra 3-minute theater with your bandmates up on the high rise and your drummer and your audience. So that's what it's all about, and that's the lesson of today's song. So tomorrow, what was it? Come back tomorrow, and we'll do come back. Bye.